No.
I had one of the most delusional moments of my life earlier today.
No. Oh wait, don't touch anything yet, because I don't want anything to mess with the computer. Sure. Yeah, just turn the Wii off.
I think I slept a total of like
2 or 3 hours.
No, dude, like an hour. I think a total of like an hour and 5 minutes.
Okay, you had 20 minutes. All right, first off, how you feeling?
I mean, I feel like normal, but I know I'm out of it, so I don't really know how to feel anymore.
Yeah, do you remember being super out of it this morning?
Yeah, I was like super out of it pretty much all day today, and like there were certain points during when I was smashing where like I couldn't keep focus, and like I started seeing like double vision of the screen, and I was like literally falling asleep as I was smashing, and I knew that was then I had to take a nap. So I did that, and then like whenever it would only be a 10-minute nap, and then when I would wake up from the nap, I would just be like so delusional. I wouldn't know where I was, and like it took the people who were with me a while to like really get me going to like start smashing again. It was crazy.
Do you remember when I offered you the piece of gum this morning and you had like no clue what it was?
Yeah. So Cherry was like, "Do you want some gum or something?" And he just offered me something. So I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And he hands me like this big piece of gum. I was expecting a strip, and I just look at it. I'm like, "Dude, I don't know what to do with that, and I don't know what you want me to do with that." And then, oh man, it was so weird.
Yeah. I mean, I saw you a few nights ago where you took a 20-minute nap. I think that was your biggest nap of the whole weekend.
Yeah, I think it was 30 minutes, but
okay, maybe 30 minutes, yeah. And then this morning you took a couple 5 to 10 minute naps. Honestly, like even though you were so tired, like I was just like amazed that you just went to sleep right away. Like,
yeah, dude,
you would sleep for 2 minutes, and like I'd hear you snoring. I was like, how the hell is
for real?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm Nap Master Gahtzu. I don't know what you want.
Like you would tell me, wake me up in 3 minutes. I'm like, you're not gonna go to sleep, dude. But so what do you think the biggest challenge you had going into this weekend was, and then once it actually happened, was it the same challenge or did something change?
So going into it, like I said from the very beginning, I was never really afraid of like needing to sleep or like, oh, I can't do it anymore, like these naps won't do it. So I was never really afraid of the fatigue on my body or on my mind. But speaking of fatigue of the body, I underestimated heavily the fatigue or the stress that Smash causes on your hands.
Right.
And I think that was like so brutal on me. I didn't expect it to hurt that much. And like consistently playing high-level Falcon against like some of the world's best players in the world is just like insane. I can't believe I just did that. The whole weekend my arms were just like aching and just begging me to stop. But
now on Friday night your hands started hurting pretty bad.
Yeah.
Right after we did Pokemon battles and the free-for-all giant melee.
Yeah.
I remember you were very concerned. I was like most concerned I was about you the whole time was during that Friday night when you were just like, dude, I can't. My hands are done.
Yeah.
And we had like that icy hot stuff cryoderm.
Yeah, shout out to cryoderm. That saved my life this weekend. Like it's just basically icy hot painkiller in a spray bottle, and pain sucks, but it doesn't suck when you can't feel it. So
right. So when that actually happened, like when your hands were hurting so bad, what went through your mind? Like, was there any point during like that night that you thought you couldn't continue?
I was in the back of my head. I was always afraid that like I would get some kind of sharp pain whenever I would like have a controller stance with my hands or something, or I was always afraid of like some sharp pain that was activated by a certain hand motion, and thankfully that never happened. Right. It was always just like more achings and like random sharp pains. So I was a little concerned of that, but thankfully it never occurred.
Right. So what do you think was like, besides your hands crapping out, you said sleep like wasn't really too big. Like, was there something else? Like you played way more good people than we wanted you to. Like, remember we taught us like play kids like my level or below.
Yeah,
no. You
don't
have to
okay,
try
so
as hard.
Here's the interesting thing about that.
You played Plup and Mewtwo King.
I played like Plup, M2K, Mango, yeah, all those kids. It was just like so fun and challenging. the thing is, when you play those high-level players like that, people who are better than you, like, that's what made the time go by fast for me. That's what made me not think about, like, me needing to sleep at all, because I was just, like, right, I was always focused. I was always in the Smash zone, to the point where that, when I think back of the previous days, for some reason, I don't think of the room as, like, the same outline that it is. It always seems like to have changed perspective based on who I was fighting. And, like, when I would fight lower-level players, I would just be miserable. Like, it was horrible fighting. Right. Of course, they need their good players to fight, but fighting them for long periods of time was just very draining.
Yeah, I mean, I can imagine it wasn't like you didn't have to think as much, or
right, exactly.
You know, so you're just an autopilot at that point. Like,
right.
You're playing Plub Mewtwo King. You're just like, oh, like I gotta get ready. Like,
right. And the worst thing you could do is is be in that autopilot, because what those top players did is force me to get off my autopilot, and so I always had to adapt if I wanted to keep up with them. Stuff like that. And being on stream also helped, because I couldn't look like a fraud, so I had to keep adapting and, like, keeping up with the top dogs. So that was, like, incredibly fun, and I feel like the luckiest person this weekend just because of that. I was always on a setup fighting someone that was so good, and it was just amazing.
What do you think about your performance in the singles tournament?
Singles I kind of goofed off in. I almost lost to GimR. That's when I knew I couldn't take it seriously. GimR almost got the last forward smash on me, and that wasn't about to happen.
So, anyways, your performance for the weekend?
Yeah, doubles I did try hard with Wizzy, and we didn't do as well as we wanted, but that tournament I did try in, and singles I was like, whatever. I can't try too hard.
Right.
Like, I can't take myself too seriously in this. So, I don't know. Take what you want from it.
Yeah.
If you think that's how I am, then just money match me.
Now, before this event, you did 2 test runs. One which you did 44 hours, and another which you did 38 hours. At any point, like you told me the whole summer that you were confident. You're just like, you know, I can do this.
Yeah.
I'm only worried about my hands, not worried about sleep or anything. Like, I know I can do this. Was there any point during those test runs? Because I wasn't here, you know. So, was there any point during those test runs where you had doubted yourself and maybe, you know, like, because you knew that I was worried, so I wasn't sure. Like,
yeah, I mean, the first test run we did, I knew I wasn't gonna be like ready right away, because I hadn't spent a few nights staying up recently, so I knew I was gonna like take a toll on my body. So the first test run was kind of rocky, but then by the time the second one came around, I knew that I was ready. I had like tamed my body to the stress. I tamed my mind to like not freak out without sleep, and just to keep churning and keep moving. So all in all, I felt it went really great.
So let's take a minute and talk about St. Jude. So we set an original goal for $5,000. We raised almost $500 in like, I think it was like the first hour or something. Like right away, boom, Smashboards donated like almost $400, and a few others came through. And then we were kind of riding a hype train for like the first day or two. We got really close to 5,000 in the first day. And then yesterday there was a dull moment. We weren't really getting donations. We started speaking it up a little bit more, talking to guys on stream. And there was like a 30-minute window, which I know you remember, where we got like $6,000 in 30 minutes. Like,
yeah.
You know, Ollie donated $1,337, and then someone else right away donated $640, and then the Smash community donated $750, and just a whole bunch of like $5 to $10 to $20 donations came in. You know, Prague and Crimson Blur were donating. You know, what does that mean for us and for you, like, to see like all that happen in one weekend? Like, we went from not even being on St. Jude's like top, like we weren't even in the top 100 because obviously we didn't do anything.
Right.
And in one weekend we became number 7 for individual events making money.
So like the coolest part about that is we all like Smash and we all think it's cool that's in the spotlight and stuff, and now we're getting recognition. But now that we are in the spotlight, we have this power that we're now wielding to like actually help stuff within the world. So Smash is now like a tool for us to use to help anything. You know, we did it for breast cancer for Evo, now we did it for St. Jude's, and now we can do it for anything we want, any cause you want. Just hold a huge Smash event, and then you're pretty much guaranteed to flow some money that way.
Yeah, I mean, going into this event, we didn't really expect like too much, you know, out of it as far as like streaming hype, because there was another event going on that was like a real tournament, if you will. You know, even though this was a charity event.
Right.
Do you think that that affected, you know, like, I guess like stream views or like people paying attention? Because there was like 1,000 people always watching at the very least. Like at 7:30 a.m. we were in here talking to chat. There was 1,000 people. Yeah,
I mean, if you have an opportunity to view a top player in even like a pseudo-competitive environment, and you miss out on that, then you're a fool. That's the place where like they can really test out some of their new strategies or strategies that they wouldn't dare to use in real competition. Like we saw a lot of Mango's Falcon, and that was great, especially for me to see.
Right.
So we got to see that at high-level play, and I believe Plub Sheik. Right.
Yes.
So all these little things top players have in the back of their minds that they wish they could pull out in a tournament. I think events like these are good opportunities for.
Right. All right. So I won't keep you too long because I know that you're tired. You need your rest.
Yeah.
If there was something that you could kind of look back on before this event, like, is there anything that you think you could have changed as far as preparation wise?
Yeah. I wasn't really that responsible with my break minutes, especially toward the last 2 days. I was just like constantly needing breaks, mostly for my hands and just for like the leisure of talking to my friends. So I think I could have maybe saved up a little bit more and then taken some like real naps instead of these like super power naps. So I would have changed that, because no matter how long you stay up, no matter how good you feel while you're through the night, the hours like that you normally wake up in will be the worst. And those are where I was like super delusional and weird stuff would happen in my mind.
Right. And here's another, like, the fun fact for everybody was that you really only had like what 1 or 2 real meals, like the whole weekend. You were just on like bananas, water, protein bars, 5-hour energies. Like, you didn't have an actual like real meal.
No, not really.
And you know, like with my experience with that with wrestling, you know, your whole mindset changes. Like if you don't eat a real meal, you feel weak. You're, you know, like you're pissed off constantly, and like, and I was like, you know, remember I kept encouraging you, like, dude, you have to eat a real meal, and you're like, no, I'm fine. Like, you know, and that part got me worried.
Right.
Do you think that might have affected you at all, or how did you feel?
I was always afraid of like the meal. I was afraid of it being too big, then getting the itis and feeling sleepy. But on the third day, second night, I had run out of all my snack items, all my bananas, apples, strawberries, and I got some Subway, and I think it did help a lot. I'm not sure if it did, but it didn't like make me full or anything, and it gave me the power to push through to 72 hours. So I like to contribute some part of that to eating an actual meal.
Right. Shout outs to Subway.
Shout outs to Subway.
Getting you going. So one last thing. Is there anything that you want to say to the community? You know, like, without, you know,
thank everyone, like everyone that ran this event. None of this could have happened. I had like an excellent weekend. I could not have dreamed of a better weekend to just like play with my favorite players and just increase my skill exponentially. I couldn't show it off because the longer I stayed up, the diminishing return of my skill level became.
Right.
So I'm hoping to show what I've learned this weekend in the future tournaments coming up.
Right. Like here's a fun fact. I don't know if you spoke to Hugs about how he got out here, but somebody posted on his Ask FM, hey, you know, when are you going to go to Florida since you guys brought Plub? And, you know, because that happened, he responded like, oh, I don't know what's coming up. And then a bunch of people told him, you should go to Smash the Record.
Yeah.
Then his sponsors reached out to him and said, hey, like, we want to send you this event. How do we make it happen, you know? So, like, that's like a community effort right there.
Yep.
It's bringing that together. You know, we have a bunch of other guys that were coming through. So.
Yeah, I mean, none of this could have happened without the fans for sure, the Smash community. So you always count on them to pull through.
Yeah, man. Well, you know, that'll be it. We appreciate everything, you know, you've done. Like you said, you know, we've done a lot, but like I mean, this event wouldn't have happened, you know, without you stepping up. This event was actually going to be canceled. We were gonna just cancel it because there was a loophole in Guinness that like we just didn't really see.
Right.
And I posted, you know, hey, like I don't think this event's gonna happen. You know, what are we gonna do, guys? Do you want to just host a national instead? And within like 10 minutes, Jason posted on the thread, "I'll do it." Like without even thinking about it, he's just like, "I'll do it." And I sent a message like, "Are you serious, dude?" He's like, "Yeah, don't worry. Like, I'll do it." So, you know, you stepped up to make that happen. You know, nobody really, you know, kind of knows that like. You know, it was like, this event's not going to happen. We're devastated. And then you kind of came through. Like, you brought all these players here, you know, brought all the hype, brought, you know, almost $14,000 to charity. Like, you know, all you know, basically because of you. Like, you know, so how does that make you feel? Like,
I mean, that's cool. I knew I was certainly benefiting from playing all these great players.
Right.
And I knew that I was a perfect candidate to do this. I've done it before, so I was glad to help out. Mutually beneficial. So it was a good turnout.
All right, man. Well, is there anything else you want to say before you go?
Keep smashing.
Keep smashing.
Never stop learning.
Yeah.
Push your character to its limits and past that.
Even if it's 72 hours.
Even if it's 72 hours, keep going.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, hey, we appreciate everything.
All right.
You know, we're done for the weekend.
Peace.
So we'll be good.
Gahtzu out.
And make sure to follow him on Twitter at GAHTZU. Correct?
Yes.
All right. Take care.
SS the best. Gahtzu better have 10,000 Twitter followers, and we're in there, man. Oh, I thought. Oh, we're not leaving.
GimR, is it time?
Oh, we're not leaving. I mean, oh, we gotta look at here. Talk to the people.
I guess. Oh, camera's dead.
Oh, camera.
It's him, dude. All right. Well, PB&J stepped on the camera. So all I wanted to say is if you guys aren't following me on Twitch, make sure you follow me at twitch.tv/D1MX. And also make sure to follow me on twitter.com/XD1X. Peace. Smash videos. I definitely had oh, Rev, I might be in New York by 11:30 if you're trying to pick me up from the airport. See ya.
Hey, we back. Okay. Hey, yo. Hey, he got you. You cut it off. You cut it. Hello.
Hey.
Oh snap!
All right,
what
all right.
Camera?
So
Over here?
smashed
Right
the
here.
record. We smashed that joint. It got wrecked. It got destroyed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, who's Jane? Anyway, Diva just left. Yo, donations, hype. Thanks for that. All the donations.
Give me a second.
What's this guy doing? Why do you got to change the names?
That's how I do. You don't become #1 by slouching.
Oh, Rev got me.
All right. So, anyways, it's not changing. I guess I give up.
Okay, here we go. You have to hit the refresh button.
Oh, it's the wrong one. I'm stupid.
Scrub.
All right.
Okay, you just leave it there.
I'm the worst. I take it back.
Scrubs. All right. Anyway,
All right.
let's smash the record, man.
Smash the record, baby.
Smash the record
80,000 hours
of records being smashed and money being given. And Gahtzu's a life on the line, and he's now about to take the longest nap of his entire life.
I really hope it worked
Slumber.
out. I really hope it worked out, dude.
What? Oh. Yeah, come on, man. Don't be negative. Come on.
All right.
Anyway.
Record smash. Weekend 20 million hour stream. It went well. Let's okay, we got a couple more donations. Let's just do these real quick. Oh. Hey, I all your university emails I accidentally opened. I'm just letting you know.
All right, the word of the day is ethos, by the way.
All right, let's see what the last donation was.
Okay, here we go.
720.
720.
720 from Jonathan Reinhardt.
Nice.
And I'm probably gonna put in about 200 later from like this, well, not the sub, but the ad revenue and sub donations and stuff.
I mean, that's a lot of ad revenue. I mean, like 72 hours of streaming. I mean,
you think it was a lot?
All right. Anyway. Anyway, this is gonna be the end of the stream. So we will see you guys actually tomorrow.
Smash the Xanadu.
Because Smash the Xanadu is back on. So tune in. Make sure you hit that follow button, subscribe, and all the good stuff. And also buy subtype shirts. That's still a thing. So
let's see if this crashes it.
Uh-oh.